It's celestial. It's a phrase that's often said in my church. It translates to through the storm I rise, essentially. If you're going through troubles, that's what leads to greatness. You know, these things build us.
That's really poetical and fitting, especially because I always feel the storm inside of me.
I know.
And he just hugs Ayla.
Oh, I'm not a hugger, but I'll hug you. Okay.
I'm sorry. I was so afraid I was going to lose you all. Even G!
Careful, he can hear you.
Oh, he's in a bad state, isn't he?
He's really lost it if he's missing G.
Yeah, I say, G's going, God, he's really in a bad state.
I also have a gift to offer you, since you saved all our lives. Very. It's well, since we're having a rest, you've got as many words as you want, really. Do you want me to send a message to your bear friend?
What? What would I tell her?
No, if you wanted wisdom from her or something, I don't know.
Let me. I'll think about it. He turns, takes a step, turns back around, hugs Ayla again.
Oh, okay. You've got 5 minutes. If you haven't thought of something, then I'm going to send a message to you, and I'm going something I'm definitely going to regret in the morning. Okay, bye.
Okay. More. You should sleep first. I need to compose myself first.
I gotta listen to this mess. Least I can do is let everyone sleep first. You're welcome to sit out here with me, though, if you need a moment.
Okay. Hold on a second. Throws out his axe and begins chopping this one's head off.
Mo goes to object for a second, and then just say, "Never mind."
Just let it happen. He needs this. And Mo,
I know.
we're
I
your
wanted to see
friends.
what.
Your mess is our mess.
I know, but it was just the closest call we've had for a while.
Yeah, but your fights are our fights. Brand says as he accidentally misses, hits the guts, and just blood sprays everywhere.
Mo's just gonna like swipe some of the blood off his face and goes, "Well, I was planning to see what their the difference between the fully grown ones and gnome ones were, but never mind."
Now I have 2 gnome ellipted heads.
And finally, completing my rounds, going to go and find G in the corner here. G?
Well, that was rough.
That was pretty shit, yeah. How you doing?
Oh, I tell you what, I was thinking of just packing this in and staying in that fortress we found. It's getting a bit rough.
What, you don't want to burn the 10 towns to the ground anymore because someone almost killed you?
Oh, yeah. Of course I do. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't burn them down if I'm being killed, can I?
I guess not, but it's worth it for her, right?
Look, revenge is a dish best served cold, so, look, yeah, maybe it's getting to the point where I might actually have a rest for a while and then work out my plans. But we'll see how it goes. But Yeah, I'm starting to think maybe that holding up in that fortress for a while might be a safer bet for me.
You decide.
Yeah, well, thanks for the help there. That was a pretty ropey moment there for all of us.
I'm glad you're alive.
Glad you are as well. Thanks for that.
Oh, say that quietly. They can still hear you.
Yeah, I can
That's why
hear
Ran
it
can't hear
all.
anything at the moment. He's too. Don't worry, Ran, I'm still going to get you.
That's okay. But we save £10. I'll help you find the assholes, and we'll burn them at the stake. After we return their hope that they could survive winter, it'll be brutal.
Ayla, when you hear them say that, Rahan say that, you'll see G's eyes go completely blank again,
I'll let you sleep.
completely dead. Thanks.
All right. Satisfied that I've done my clerical duty to everyone, I'm going to go and pass out in the corner.
So the ship guardian's gonna wait out here with me.
Yeah. After the first 2 hours, and swap over watch and all of that stuff.
Sure.
After like an hour, Rayan's like, calm down. It's just like, okay. Fuck this shit.
Give me a second. Okay. So after 2 hours, it's Mo, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo, you hear something loud outside. I'd say by now it's nighttime. It's like a whole bunch of... It's like rocks being crunched. So it's sort of like a construction site, maybe.
Oh no.
Well, that thing.
That would mean at least we've had a short rest at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be like that close.
Mo will wander his way towards the edge and just kind of like keeping stealthed. I'll even roll that. He will like peer over the edge and just kind of check on how things are going down there.
Yeah, there seems to be like a large trail through the snow. Sort of like how do you describe it? Like something's been tunneling through the ground.
Okay, so like the topsoil's been like upturned.
Yeah.
Does it look like any fresh bits towards us, or does it mostly further away?
It's further away. It's sort of like just making like weird shapes. Like a conspiracy theorist would see it as like crop circles, but
Right.
Yeah.
Mo's gonna, I guess, keep an eye on it, and then swaps watch with whoever. He's gonna tell them and point it out as well, so they watch it as well before he goes and heads to sleep.
It's probably those things we saw outside.
It's a good chance of it. They don't seem to be coming towards us now. It's perhaps something we can deal with once we've got our strength back. But Mo like looks at the ballista next to him. Is it loaded?
Yeah, you it was G that did it before. So you can figure out how to use it with an intelligence, I think.
Okay. Intelligence or investigation?
Let's see. Hang on. Yeah, this one is actually an Arcana check, strangely enough.
Oh, damn. Okay. No, probably, I don't know.
That is not enough, unfortunately.
That's alright.
Yeah.
Mo will just head inside after pointing out to Rayon.
You know, now that they're dead, you could potentially use this ship to go back yourself. If you figure out how to pilot it, you could go back home.
I'm pretty sure you need the that he does like the tentacle gesture under his chin to pilot these. Plus, I think if G gets strong enough, he's probably going to be able to send me home. It's Wizards of My Worlds used to do something similar, so. Plus, well, I want to make sure that things get better here first as well.
Huh. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mo. For what it's worth, if ever you have to leave us behind, I'd rather die knowing that at least one of us got what they needed.
Mo's gonna like give you a nod before walking back inside.
Brown's gonna take up watch.
Yeah. After a while, the crushing of rock stops, or the sound of it at least. But the rest of the rest will be uneventful, peaceful.
Yay, long rest!
Oof.
Ooh.
Right.
But just before...
Right, now
Brown
shall we burn this
finished-
place to the ground?
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Did you learn how to turn off or make it blow up? I don't know how instantaneous that is.
Well, I can
Hey,
just...
let's set the ship to explode. Then we have the TPK.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. Self-destructing in 3,
Now.
2, 1. Oh shit!
Mo just into his pocket dimensions is fine.
Round rages and turns into a bear.
I just die like a man. I deal with it.
We have the gold. We'll find the cleric to bring you back out of spite.
Just before I finish the long rest or return to the sleep, I cast the healing word into the shield guardian to store it again.
Okay.
Also, before I go to sleep last night, I like to send to Alexi. And I think I would have just said something along the lines of, next time I'm in Brenshander, let's meet up for a drink or 20. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, you actually get a reply. And she says, "Oh yes, I also wanted to meet. Just come to my home whenever you're in town."
I have several new children for you to meet.
Also, I was totally imagining you about to go, "Hey girl, almost died today. Let's get a drink when I get back."
Pretty much, that's the Ayla version.
Okay.
Okay, return to the puppies.
When we go outside, and I see the truck Max, I go, what happened during the night?
What are me things? I don't know.
Just remember these guys said there was that thing which eats stone.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that was it.
Hmm. Well, there's
I
plenty of
don't.
stone around here for it to eat.
Yeah, plenty to go around. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's a pretty long trail, but you can see that it's you can easily follow it if you wanted to.
Oh, can we dismount the ballista that was upstairs and still functioning?
Let me check. Oh, and also, sorry, I just put you on the bottom floor, but if you wanted to do anything else here, let me know.
Yeah, just like check the ship, explore every room.
Yeah, well, I
assume.
assume I was hoping with my nat. Yeah, we want to check it all out.
Hmm.
So, Van, can't.
Also the scanner too, and just be like, "What is this? Does it really not work?"
Okay, I'll bring us to the top floor then. Give me a second. The ballista is like, I think it's bolted in. Like you can break it apart, but it might make it unusable.
Yeah. No.
I still think we burn the ship to the ground.
I agree.
While they're looking around the things, I guess Mo will look over the laser pistol-y thing and try to work that out.
With that nat 20 I got downstairs, was that enough for me to work out how to make this thing explode?
Yeah, you can figure it out.
Okay. Without us having to be in it at the same time as it explodes.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You would just know what buttons to press to activate it. It doesn't really have like a user manual to say how it actually works.
Okay. We will work it out. Or I could just burn it. Fire normally does the trick.
In that room, Rayon, you see it was like some sort of captain's quarters. Like there's another chamber in there, like crystal sphere, like the ones on the bottom floor. And there's like a big desk. Oh no. So there's 5 strange glowing gizmos attached to the walls, 7 feet above the floor, and they look like the tips of metal wands held in pincer claws. And it says "non illithid" in the room, and yeah, can you do a dex saving throw?
Oh no!
I have danger sense and I can see it, so I should have advantage. Wait, where is it? Danger sense. Yeah, advantage. Cool. Hey, that's alright. 16.
Nice. They fire beams at you of radiant light, and they all miss. Barely. What do you want to do? They look like they're firing up again.
Turn around, exit, close the door.
Okay.
Find anything interesting in there, Rayon?
There's a desk in there, that sleeping Orby thing, and a bunch of lasers on the wall that apparently wants to kill me.
Let's fucking burn this place to the ground already.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the desk, or couldn't you see from there?
Hold on. Let me check. I pull one of the elephant heads and stick it inside the room.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nothing happens.
I step inside the room.
Yeah, okay. Nothing happens. Is that illithid in the room?
Ha!
Can you just say exterminate for me in that voice, please, Dan?
Exterminate.
I love it. You're like classic Doctor Who vibe.
Oh yeah, I got a bit of that Doctor Who vibe in as well. Yeah.
About this.
I'm just going to try to open the desk and the various drawers and shit.
Okay. You open the desk. There's a whole bunch of knickknacks, gadgets that some look like you can use, some you can't. If you wanted, you could try looking around to see something you can use, like magic items, I mean.
Yeah.
But you can also see it's also quite risky because some of them look, I don't know, fragile, dangerous.
Ma! Jay!
Alright.
Yeah, on the way. What do you got?
Very quick.
I have no fucking clue.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, Mo will come over and assist G in any sort of checks to work it out.
I'll give guidance.
Yeah. Well, an Arcana or investigation? Which do you think?
It's you don't have to roll anything. It's actually just a luck roll, so you just roll D100. And that will determine. Well, it will determine something. So if you do an action to go in there and pick some stuff out, roll a D100.
Yeah, Mo will shuffle through and dig stuff out.
Everyone?
G's rolling to his usual standard.
Oh no, G.
Does everybody roll?
Well, no, you don't need to. I'll say
Okay.
like once someone succeeds, they get everything that's in there.
G's blown up anybody, but anyway, by the
Yeah,
G
G-
pulls out a melon and goes, wow, what's this?
what's this thing? Full pin count to 5. Wonder what it does.
Yeah, G, something similar does happen. Like you're reaching in and you accidentally push two things together that shouldn't be pushed together, and electricity starts charging. Can you do a dex saving throw?
Of course I can. Won't necessarily succeed, but I can do it. Yep. Don't succeed.
Okay, you just get a slight shock. You get 8 lightning damage.
Ow.
When Mo reaches in, you find 2 things. Like that seems to be the best things in there. First is a sticky metal monocle with kaleidoscope lens that functions as eyes of minute seeing.
Ooh,
The
those are cool.
Yes. The second thing you get, I don't know if maybe you've got this already, but the second is a slimy coif. I don't know what coif is. It's
Like a cap.
okay. It's made from living space slug, and
Don't like that.
it functions like a helm of telepathy.
Oh,
But yeah, that's it.
This is what I was imagining. No, Mo does not have that. His telepathy comes. So that's dope.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll grab both of them and we'll sort out who's taken those. Investigation is probably best kept on the wizard.
Well, just keep it for the time being, and we'll see.
Yeah, he's just gonna chuck it in the bag and he'll put it in storage until we want to dish it out. The rest of it looks like. I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, these things I think we, but I've got no idea about the rest.
That's fine.
Mo's
Oh,
gonna
you
very
guys should-
quickly try and leave the room before I.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yes, yeah, we will scamper out before Rayon leaves.
Seeing Ray walk towards the door, the door.
Time to go.
Okay. And just for funsies, once Rayon leaves the room, he's going to stick his hand back in and back out very quickly, be like, you put your left hand in, you put your left hand out.
He's gonna pull his hand down. There's just gonna be a hole.
What's in the front room?
Okay. You open that door. This place is like covered in ice because there's like a big hole in the front with a tentacle sticking out. You can do like an intelligence check to figure out what's happening inside this room.
No.
Okay. Yeah, there's just a tentacle, and there's like a big, like, it looks like a scanner. Like, you wouldn't know what a scanner is as Rayon, but it looks like a scanner. This is where probably the gnome illithids were talking about.
I think it's a scanner.
Sorry?
How big is the scanner?
Oh, it's like sort of like an X-ray machine sort of thing.
Do you think we could take this with us? Power it with that psi crystal on its own?
Maybe.
Is there like a way that I can dismount it, take it off or something?
If you carried it, you'd be walking like half speed. It's like the size of a person.
How heavy is it?
Thing I have a shield guardian.
I'm just gonna pop out and look at it in front of our Rayon and just go. Is it more than 150 pounds?
Not sure, because yeah, it is sort of like futuristic, so it's probably made of, like, I don't know, aluminium.
Is it light enough for me to lift it by an inch?
I don't think you can lift it. You'd probably.
What if I cast enhance ability on you to improve your strength?
That would make my strength quite good.
I could do that.
So it is like wired up, by the way. Yeah, so it's probably powered through the ship.
If we could power it elsewise and take it with us, we could, just scan whoever.
What if we take the ship with us?
I mean, look, in theory, that's great, but I mean, we barely know how these work in a way. What do you think? How do you think we're going to work out how this works? I mean, what's that meant to do? And he's going to point to a random cable.
Intelligence check on the pistol, by the way. Nope, don't know. I don't know, but
investigation checks on the pistols, right?
Same score.
Yeah.
These are my two checks, by the way.
Ooh.
I'll do mine, and I'm guiding myself.
I'm going to
I don't know.
psionically bolster that second one real quick.
I'll have a look for you. See if I can.
Oh, that's still GM rolling, but it's a fail either way.
13. Work out how to load it.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm still pointing to a random cable coming out of this thing that ran. Going, what's that meant to do?
No fucking idea, but realistically, I'm sure we could figure it out after the fact. And he unhooks the cables or cuts him.
Slice the cables.
Just chop the cables, Rayon.
Look, we're going to blow this place up anyway. Might as well take something with us. And then he gets the shield guardian to pick it up, and they leave.
Sure.
All right, G.
We'll need to get that psi crystal.
I'm going to test.
Yeah, we'll go figure it out. G, what are we going to do to blow this thing up?
Well, let me find out first if it burns. So I'm going to start a fire. See if I can. I'm going to go create bonfire. I'm going to set that going in one of the corners of the room, and over by the wall. I think over on this side. Yeah,
Ooh.
just to
Oh, I
see
can
if
see
it
it.
burns.
Uh,
So
Okay.
do the walls burn if there's a bonfire left against it long enough?
mm, it, yeah, it's sort of like a mix of living flesh, combined with metal, which creates the walls of this thing. So it definitely starts to melt in a way.
Okay, so actually, what I'm going to do is, if I go over to the door, first off, I want to crack the door a bit just so I can see the center point there, and see if I can set a fire, create the bonfire going in there, and see if any of that stuff start catching, or maybe even just do it over the bench.
It doesn't catch fire like if you set a house on fire. The fire, like it 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 stays, but then it is quickly snuffed out. Like it you would see burn marks at least.
Not hot enough, is it?
I mean, it looks like a lot of the ship's made from like metal. Unless your fire's strong enough to burn that, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Well, it's kind of fleshy, so I was hoping the flesh could, but there's bits of wood and stuff like that. So I'm thinking if I can leave the bonfire on long enough under the bits of wood, then at least that will start the fire. And some of these weird bits and pieces look like they may actually go that way as well.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Is this that power thing that he was talking about that we had to stick the psi crystal in?
Yeah.
How many cables are attaching that bad boy?
Quite a few. Yeah, it's because it was in the shape of a jellyfish, so there's just like so much different tendrils, I guess, attached to it.
Is it more fleshy or metal?
Fleshy, both probably. There's like different ones.
Chop, chop, choppity chop.
Okay.
Well, I'm assuming if that's disconnected, there's no way of making this thing blow itself.
That was like he pointed that out specifically as like what he was describing was
Like pressing stuff.
moving the ship, directing it, navigating it. The other stuff is still like making noises, like electrical noises.
The shield guardian is just walking out with a scanner and this jellyfish thing.
Yeah,
G's G's just from where he is, he's trying to set that location on fire. Which if it doesn't burn, he'll head downstairs, and then he'll try the same thing in some of these other rooms as well, just to see if he can do enough damage to the machinery to permanently disable it.
Mo's just going along with G. I do have a flask of oil I can throw out onto the floor. Helps.
Well, the fire, I can hold the bonfire on indefinitely, so
Yeah, but the oil might make it, spread a bit more.
yeah. Well, let's see if so it goes. With certainly, if I center the bonfire on
Mo's just going to throw out his
right
flask.
on the center of some of this equipment.
Yeah, Mo's just going to throw one of his flasks into the corner near the bonfire to see if he can help the fire spread.
Yeah. So it doesn't really matter what you do, just because of the way the ship is designed. Like you can keep burning stuff, but the fire's not going to catch. You can definitely destroy the machines so that they don't work though.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'll aim at doing that then.
Okay.
Work my way around the place and then back down, especially in those chambers as well. Those 4 chambers at the bottom.
Yeah, suppose the main thing is just make any sort of the weird stuff completely inoperable.
Yeah. I'll just
Sure.
go around there, spend however long it takes, an hour or so. While Rayon's playing with his new toy.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take an hour probably. And yeah, the ship can no longer really be used.
There you go, guys. Job done. And it only took us nearly all dying to get it to make it happen.
What's it?
Well, it's not a threat to the 10 towns.
This was one of 2, at least.
Well,
Still,
this particular problem is solved then. The other one is still out there.
yeah. Well, at least I got some cool souvenirs.
Yeah, where are we keeping that stuff? Because it doesn't really fit with the tavern theme.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I can just sit it in the corner. Weird, cool trophy thing.
I hope you know how to cure it, because it's going to start smelling otherwise.
Oh. Yeah. We'll find out. Do we want to stop by the spire of Netheril to grab that crystal, see if we can turn this thing on?
If you want to.
Yeah, we're down there. I was like, where are we?
Yeah, it's up to you guys at this point. Oh, we should probably also go to Sky Tower. See what's up between them and...
Talk to the other side of the Goliaths.
Yeah, why the fuck do they hate each other so much again? Blood feud? After today, I can't imagine hating your own clans. Well, I can, but for other reasons.
Perhaps we go up past Sky Tower and then we can loop around past the spire and back into the towns after that.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
We haven't
I like
even
that.
gone through the ruins of Kier Koenig and Dinaval. Or the others.
We should go and see how that cult's doing as well.
Oh, fuck those assholes.
It's the worst thing in the world if they're no longer there.
Something tells me they're still fine. At least what's his face? The kid. I hope he's still alive. What's his name?
Hawa!
Wow, that's a wow.
I remember it because it sounded like an action, a comic book action. Hawa!
Yes.
All right. Sky Tower, Netheril, Kirkonig.
That's
Oh
sad.
no, the speaker's probably dead. Oh, he was drunk and fun.
Okay, so you're gonna journey to Sky Tower Shelter.
Mhm.
Okay. You venture through the mountains. Just like before, the winds are extremely strong, stronger than usual. Visibility is down. Eventually, you see in the distance there is some sort of settlement up here high in the mountains, and there's some sort of stone causeway that leads to spiked gates. Probably they use it to intimidate visitors.
Are we feeling intimidated, folks?
Not really.
I don't think there's a lot that can intimidate at the moment.
I don't think so.
Let's see how tall they are first.
Tall things don't worry me. Everything's tall to me.
It's a good outlook.
As you approach the gate, 6 griffins circle the sky above you, and they descend till they're a few hundred feet away. At the end of the entranceway, there is a gap in the gate that allows you to see an unusual tall figure in hide armor.
I call out in giant to them. Hail, friend, I hope. I come from 10 towns.
Yeah, he says, 10 towns?
Well, 5. Now.
And he looks at all of you with that small gap. He says, turn back. You're not welcome here.
And why might that be? You haven't even heard what we're here for.
You're not Goliath.
If that's the only reason you have, you might want to think of something better. Why have you and your kind hold yourself up inside this tower when the rest of the world burns around you?
He says, world is getting dangerous. We must look after ourselves.
Oh, shit. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, right. Because it's not going to work. You know, your rivals, the Tunlaka crowd, they said that you guys were, what? Snooty? Proud? That
He
you
does-
thought you were better than them?
He keeps silent.
Don't bother, Rayon. He's proving them right. Just let's move on. Clearly, the other tribe is superior. Don't need to know anything more about these people.
And far more hospitable, too.
And they don't reek of cowardice and peace.
He spits on the ground and he says, you think Wormdom Crag Goliaths are better than Sky Tower?
They have enough bravery and knowledge to share with those around them, to provide and save as many as they can, because they know that they can't stand alone in this world. If all else fails, and it will, especially if you're just going to hole yourselves up in here, then you'll freeze here, as Oral will take over all of the frozen wastes.
He says, and he spits on the ground again, and he says, well, let me tell you why the Wormdom Goliaths are cowards, cheaters. And then he goes into a similar storytelling position as when you're at Wormdom Crag. And he says, Many summers ago, the children of Sky Tower challenged the children of Wormdoom to a game of goat ball. One of the children of Wormdoom, angered at being knocked off her perch, threw the ball at one of our griffins, and he points to the griffins flying above, struck it in the head. In return, the griffin wounded her. The game was called off. Days later, hunters from Wormdoom climbed our mountain and slew the griffin in its nest. A grave insult. We have been at war ever since.
Sounds to me like a bunch of children who couldn't handle their tempers or their pets. A shame that the great clans should be divided by such simple, petty reasons. He spits on the ground in turn.
Also, something about that story's slightly different to the other one.
When you say that, he says, "Huh, I see Wormdoom have lied to you."
Well, that was mostly me asking you, but yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
It sounds to me like
something seems different with that. Are you guys sure that you both know the full stories?
He says, "Yes, that is definitely the full story."
Were you there?
He says, It was my griffin."
Oh. But, like, could you not train another one?
He says, from childhood, we are bonded to our griffins. They are not just a pet like you 10-towners treat your animals. They are a companion for life.
Then how about we have a drink to your dearly departed over a warm fire and you let us through this fucking gate?
so that we can discuss things that don't even matter about the war between your two tribes, and more about the survival of your people and ours.
Okay. He opens the gate.
Jesus Christ, I don't even know who that is. Was that so hard? Rayon turns to this asshole. Rayon,
He says,
Iceborn.
I am Chieftain Arn Rockfist Akanati.
They make the chieftain go at the gate here?
He says, I was not guarding. I came down when we were told people were climbing up.
I mean, that makes more sense.
Potato.
Well, Chieftain, I'm Ayla. You owe me a drink. Show me where it is.
Come with me. And he walks down. There's like a bunch of other Goliaths. They make way as the chieftain goes down here.
Hey, Mo, what was the discrepancy between the two stories? Because I honestly forget.
I'm trying to remember what the discrepancy was, but it didn't sound exactly the same. So are you able to read the other clan story again, or
Yeah, I'll read the other one. Hang on.
And what was her name again? The other chieftain?
Her name
Chieftain
is...
Hulk Splitter?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, so flashback to Orc Splitter. Many summers ago, the children of Wormdoom challenged the children of Sky Tower to a game of goat ball. During the game, the ball tumbled near one of the griffins of Sky Tower. When one of our children tried to fetch the ball, the griffin went berserk and grievously wounded her. The game was called off. Hungry for more of the child's flesh, the griffin haunted Wormdoom for days. Our hunters were forced to kill it and protect the child. The two clans have been opposed ever since.
Okay.
That's very different.
Yeah, so, well, there's a few things to note. Firstly, each tribe seems to think that that they challenged the other group to the game. I'm not sure if that part's super relevant. This one, they seem to talk. This tribe seems to think that the child intentionally threw the ball at the griffin, where the other tribe seemed to make it seem like it was more of an accident, and this tribe doesn't really put emphasis on the child being wounded, whereas the other one says that the child was grievously wounded. So it's definitely like they've got their own view of the situation. So far, I guess the main thing is whether or not the griffin was intentionally angered or accidentally. Then it seems like, the Worm Doom or the tribes, they seem to say that the griffin was stalking and hunting the child, and that's why they had to kill it. Whereas this tribe says that they came here and killed it. So it's definitely some very blurred lines in what's going on there.
I think the problem is that this was all instigated by what was probably just an honest mistake. Ball goes flying, hits a griffin, child goes to grab it, gets shit on, chicken off with her, and then, in revenge, probably, or perhaps in self-defense, killed this griffin. Either way, these guys couldn't control the griffin, and they killed one of their bonded pets.
Oh, well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like both the people in charge have a personal stake in this.
And
Yes.
yeah. Whether these two tribes get along or not isn't really a problem.
I think, really, they just need to talk. At least the two chieftains.
Yeah, that would probably be best.
Or we could just wind them up and let them go at each other.
Why? What's the point of that?
Gee, it's the 10 towns we want to burn to the ground, not the people outside of it.
Look, I'm open to expanding the idea. I'm trying to broaden my horizons here.
So, Chieftain.
He says, he sits down next to this man and he says, "This is my husband, Harad Cloudstrider Akanati." And he also points towards this crag cat. And you can see there's an elderly woman sitting beside the crag cat. Elderly Goliath, sorry. And she sort of waves. And he says, "That is my mother, Kaniyaka. Her sight is failing her in her old age."
I would like to advocate for, how shall I say this, some aid for the 10 towns in what's to come. I'd look to the side. At some point, we should probably speak to the mother, too. Look, as you know, this winter has been going on for like 2 years. Almost a near permanent state of night.
Yes. We have been suffering as well.
Yeah. Good. I mean, not good, but, you know.
You deserve it.
Like,
And
we're
nothing
all
like
in
a
the
bit of
same...
suffering.
To bring us together, exactly.
Oh no, I just like seeing them suffer.
I mean, don't mind the angry gnome. Look, 10 towns, or what's left of it, has faced shithole after shithole of situations. The tribes at large, the goblins, hell, even the direwolves aren't coming out unscathed. We've figured out the cause of all of this, or at least the most likely one. Have been trying to gain allies throughout all of this. Unfortunately, I've met adversaries too. Did you see what was happening down on 10 Towns?
We saw smoke. We have not been to visit yet.
It would behoove you to visit, to see what the people are facing.
He nods.
I'm not going to beg for your help. I think we all know that would be pointless. Instead, I entreat favor upon favor. The 10 Towns help send supplies up to you guys, feed you, keep you connected to the world outside your tower. In exchange, you and your griffins could help protect the 10 Towns. I don't know, make yourself useful to the speakers. Ferry goods, do whatever needs to be done.
He says, I am willing to work with you in 10 Towns, as long as we do not work with the Wormdoom Crag Goliaths.
Hey, you don't have to work with them in the slightest. Hell, we want to keep you two far away from each other if we can. Sounds like if you two ever met, it would just become a bloodbath.
Is there anything we could say that would help avoid conflict between the two tribes, though?
Or at least a temporary ceasefire.
He says, I want to see Ogalai. I want her to come here and apologize.
We'll take that into consideration should we ever pass by them again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, weird request. Do you mind if I spoke to your mother?
Yeah. He does say. He says, yes, you can talk to her. He does say, I will, speaking of my mother, I am willing to give you as much help as you need if you know a way to restore her sight.
Ayla, you got any tricks for that?
I might.
Put that helm thing on. Let it see for a bit. Gives her
I've
good
got-
sight for a little bit.
I've got a spell that might work. If you let me look at it.
You have magic.
Wait,
Yes, I do.
do you people not?
No.
Do you not?
We must rely on our physical strength. But he says, feel free. She can hear you. Her hearing has become quite sharp, so she can see you coming through her ears.
We're gonna come across like a hidden stash somewhere, and she's just gonna be Daredevil.
I'll go and see the mother.
Yeah, and you see an elderly.
Is she in here with the cat?
She's sitting next to the cat. The cat is acting like her guard dog, protector.
Is that a cat or a griffin?
It's a
Craig-
crab
Oh my
cat.
god, it's
Yeah.
a cat!
Also, having a Craig cat as a seeing god is that badass.
There's no token for her, just because there's no tokens of old Goliaths for some reason. But yeah, she's there. And she goes, "Welcome, visitors."
Thank you for having us. I'm Ayla. This is Rayon and Mo and G. I was wondering if I could look you over, see if I can do anything about your site.
Yeah, and she says, "Oh, my name is Ganiyaka." She says, "Oh, are you a doctor?"
No, but I have the same skill set. Just use it differently. Some people pray to the gods to learn how to heal. I pray to the gods to learn how to destroy everything.
I do a bit of both.
She
I'm with
says,
Ayla.
"Sure. If you can help me in any way, I would be so thankful."
Can't make any promises, but I'll have a look at you at least. I guess, do I do like a medicine check?
Yeah, you can do that.
Advantage.
And I will guide myself. Advantage, I'll click your on. 25.
Noise. Toys.
Yeah, although her eyesight, it looks like it's the result of a disease of some sort. But with healing magic, say something that uses a spell slot that
I've
heals
got
blindness.
something.
Yes.
I take her by the hand, start praying to the Storm Lord, and I cast Lesser Restoration.
Yeah, upon casting it, you can see her eyes gain clarity. It's not as foggy. And she smiles. Amazing. And she shouts, "I can see!" The other two come running. The chieftain hugs his mother, and they shake your hand very firmly. Thank you. You have done something I thought could not be fixed. And he says, "I will provide any aid you need."
So, helping out the 10 towns, but while we're at it, and don't take offense at this, you're probably going to take offense at this. Mother Kaniaka, were you there the day that the two tribes split? That this shit went down?
She says, "I was, but I did not see the game being played." And she looks at her son. I do think this is quite a silly feud we have created.
Is it true that the Thunlaka tribe came here to slay the griffin?
She thinks. I cannot say for sure, but considering I've talked to people from Rimdoom, and they have a different story. I do not think we will get a definitive answer on the truth behind these events.
Oh, no truth to be found. Two tribes warring. Both have said that they would help the 10 towns, or what's left of it, to help end this eternal winter and save all of yourselves. Mother Kaniaka, think you can convince your bone-headed son to actually put things aside for a little while?
With her side back, she gives a disappointed stare at her son, and he goes back to being a child.
We'll talk to Chieftain Orc Splitter. Trust me, coming from me, we'll see what we can do.
He says, I am willing to talk to Orc Splitter. But I will not go there. We must meet at a neutral spot, at least.
Shit. Holy shit. Guys,
The fort?
An
I don't
outfit.
have...
We can go to our place.
Yeah. We can host you.
either the fort or the tavern. You summit.
That's true.
Summon the peace within the 10 town.
Now
But
you're
Rayon,
talking about a
you
lot
can-
of Goliaths turning up at that little village.
They will drink us dry in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. And we don't have a lot now that good meat's gone. Oh, yeah, fort. Fort sounds good.
Unless, I mean,
Wait, we don't even know what's going on in the upper levels of the fort. They could all get there and then fucking die.
Yeah,
what about the Almut? It's where the giants used to go. There's several different differences. Why not the Goliath?
Ooh,
Holy shit!
that is very on brand, on theme.
And poetic as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't
yeah.
know if the giants are still around here, but having their kin take the place and use it as a place going forward.
Hell, not just the giants. Us too. The 10 towns. There were more than enough seats for it, in fact. 10, were there 8 or 10 seats?
Let me check.
Plus, we do kind of have the goblins.
I think it was 8. I
Yeah.
can't find the map.
Yeah, that's fine. Fuck yeah, let's meet there. You guys know about the Yarmulke?
He says, no.
Give me a map, give me a map. And Rand's all giddy and excited.
Okay, so there's 7.
Okay,
7 seats.
fine. I mean, we lost a bunch of 10 towns, those 5 plus 2 tribes, maybe the goblins, a few others. 7 seats. Kind of makes sense. Fuck it, we'll build more.
I mean, they're all kind of giant seeds. I think we're going to have to build some
Oh,
ghostly
yeah.
giants
plus.
don't appear and summon skeletons, but
Yeah.
I think with some
Well-
prep we could maybe do it.
Yeah, we'll meet. We'll go first. We'll meet you guys there. But yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, he says, okay.
We will send you a message when they're ready to meet and arrange
you
a
guys.
time.
Very well.
Oh shit, we got the bird people too.
He says, you are free to go in and out of Sky Tower Shelter, as you have done us a great service.
How long did it
And
take us
we-
to get here? And like, what time of day is?
I would say that takes from where you were just a couple of days.
Perhaps we could rest here tonight.
He says, yes, you may rest. He says, be careful of the griffin nest. And he points to like this area. There is currently a baby griffin that is too afraid to fly.
If I might make one request,
Yes.
I restored your mother's sight.
Yes. I am thankful.
How thankful.
He says, what are you saying?
Like a griffin.
You can do a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
It'll be
Okay.
quite hard, yeah.
Okay. I'm guiding myself. I don't have.
Mo will quickly pop into that room and go, well, like, you said there was a baby one and they do bond to people from birth. He's just going to be doing the help action.
If it's help, can I roll again for advantage?
Like if you want.
Yeah. 27.
Oh.
Wow. He thinks a bit.
I'd be a really good parent to it. I can teach it to fly.
I
Holy
cannot.
shit, you actually can.
Yeah, I cannot give you an adult. They have already bonded. If you can befriend the one that is unable to fly, you are able to. You have my permission to take it.
Oh my god. Ella!
Yeah, let's go. I mean, thank you. And then I was queen, like, okay, Ryan, come on.
Speak with animals. Go.
Yeah. Do we want to save it for next week?
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll save it for next week. Let's do a quick vote on inspiration.
We've all got no inspiration.
Oh yeah, everybody used it.
Rayon
Everett Murray.
for making sure that we lived through that shit.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah. Rayon,
I'll
'cause
definitely
he kept
second
us
that.
alive.
Okay, Rayon gets inspiration.
Thank you.
And next week's going to be my last one.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I may be able to do some special guest appearances, but that might be about it.
Yeah, that would be great if you could still, join us from time to time.
And like, stay in touch, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
well again, it actually worked out quite well with that nearly dying then, because it was it's giving G the kind of like another escape clause.
Yeah. Perfect.
You're gonna have a griffin that he can ride back to the back to him from the fortress while he grows up.
I don't think anyone's going to be able to ride it.
I
I don't know,
can't.
G might be small enough.
We were a coin flip away from losing Ayla, Mo, and probably would have been a TPK.
I think that was very close to being TPK.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It was, yeah.
If I'd gone down, like, because I'm the only one with Revivify. Oh,
Yeah.
Possibly find someone to pay. I mean, look, I have backup characters, so
Yeah, same.
I just couldn't believe those rolls. I mean, when you're talking about, I've got a +7 on those saving throws,
It was like last.
and I was throwing 2s and 3s. It was like, nah.
It was like last week. I rolled every single save of it, and like the very last one is where I saved.
Yeah.
And again, Red was the only one who consistently saved.
I know.
Me big dumb
Dice
dumb.
gods.
Also, who should the items go to? Like, I know that G's leaving, but I still think thematically that you might be seeing the best with G.
Yeah, I mean, you can make it so that no one gets them.
We can just sell them.
We'll use it
Honestly.
as a. The thing is, if G's going to be in the fortress, then those items are available
That's true.
whenever
For
you
when we
need, if you need them.
True.
Maybe we just
So
hang
you
on
can
to
kind of like
them.
leave them there if you.
I mean, does
So it
anyone
works
want?
both ways.
Does anyone want a slug helmet?
Not particularly.
I've already got telepathy, so I don't particularly need it.
Doesn't really go with my aesthetic.
God damn it. I
You
can
wanna wear a
take
s-
it.
You want to wear a slug helmet?
I mean, it kind of covers Round's face, so it could kind of replace the helm he had before.
Here's the part where I'm like questioning about. So when you turn into an animal, your equipment melds into the form, and if it's usable, it like thematically, it can still be used. If a helm of telepathy melds into your form, does that mean you can still speak with us telepathically while in animal form? 'Cause you
Probably.
still keep your own mindset,
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would.
I would say, yeah, probably would.
but absolutely give that shit to Rail.
You choose whether your equipment falls to the ground in your space, merges into your new form, or is worn, but worn equipment functions as normal. But the DM decides whether it is practical for the new form to wear a piece of equipment based on the creature's shape and size.
Every
So-
creature's just gonna be wearing like a helmet.
I think
Given
it's
that
fine.
this is a magic item that is supposed to resize with the shape of, or, whatever. Would that work?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh my
No,
God. I have too many magic items.
Oh yeah, true.
The
How
thing
many items
G will,
have
G
been
will, G will becoming your magic item holder.
Oh yeah.
You just have to come back in and exchange your items. At least you know they're safe.
How many magic items does everyone have?
I have two.
I got 2.
Yeah, 2 as well.
So I've got
Great.
I've got the cloak and I've got the single use elemental gem.
What's it called? The helmet again?
Helm
Helm
of
of
telepathy.
Wow, are we actually giving this to Rayon?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
And I